everybody on this team, everybody in this brokerage, everybody out there works hard for what they get. I think that's true. But that does not give you any justification to make you feel like you are better or you are more deserving than anyone else. Because the minute that you go into selfish mode, this is what happens to your vision. You go right into what's in it for me. Self-servingness is going to cut you off from everything around you every time. What Sherry lost from this tunnel vision was this, in the peripheral vision. And in this area, it wasn't what was just above her and below her that she lost. She lost which was out to the right of her, the left of her, the upper right corner, the lower right corner, and all these different areas she lost in financial opportunities. I said, wow, you gave up all of that belief system about where all your money was and all the opportunities that you had for this. Selfish, 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 selfish. It's no different than the woman that showed up on my Facebook this week sitting on a giraffe, sitting on there all proud that she had killed a giraffe, which if somebody could have just rescued that giraffe and took it to Nancy's sanctuary, that giraffe would be healing thousands of human lives today. But the selfish need to feel like you have to be on top of the world, that you would have to go and kill something that kills you in the end, it's not worth it. There's something that Mother Nature is teaching us in this planet. And I learned a lot of that this week in the mastermind. I learned that on day one, we focused on what's it take to run the business. What are the prime key elements of running the business? What is it that planet Earth itself teaches us about creating a business, building a foundation? When we were out at Nancy's ranch, it wasn't just to go visit animals. We worked our asses off that day. Nancy's ranch caught fire last year. It burned the entire ranch down. 150 wildlife animals had to be removed so that way they can continue saving human lives. That was a big struggle for her. Nancy could have went to tunnel vision too. Easy. That would have then had these lives outside of these dollar signs. If you switch these for people, she could have gotten in, let me just save Nancy. But she didn't. She said, I got to keep my focus open and I have to serve others. I have to serve others because what serves others are these animals. What serves others is this ranch. I have to save this vision. I have to do this because it's her what? It's her why. It's her purpose. She will do whatever it takes to make sure that she can save human lives and exotic animals, which helps create more human lives and better mindset. I want you to know her whole world changed after that fire. The entire multi-million-dollar home that was on that ranch, it's gone. All that was left standing was a shed, a metal shed. There were the pins where animals are. The fire's flames had whipped around so strong they literally picked up winds and took pieces of the property and moved them to different locations on the property. Everything was in disarray. So we had the total privilege to go to this property and help her rebuild that ranch. Animals were already back, they were already in the stalls, but this is Nancy just doing it literally on her own with a staff member, which is a manager, Megan, that was also there with her, helping put this thing back together. And only one else that was helping her were people of service, helping serve her to get the vision back on track, to help her with her why, with her mission. She had to overcome what we talked about earlier today, having the strength to go and ask for help. One of her biggest lessons was, oh my God, I had so much money, multi-millionaire, doing a for-profit program and having to switch everything into a non-profit program and ask people for help and realize that it was in the asking that created her biggest opportunity. To today, she doesn't have a house. I'm talking with Barry. Barry wants Habitat for Humanity to go. I would love to see us be able to do something with that program to help Nancy bring and put back a house. She's been living and staying in that barn, that metal shed that I told you about, every day because she has donkeys and things called zonkies, crossbreeds. And she has to basically feed them almost I think it was every half an hour. So this woman doesn't sleep very much. But she's making sure that every animal on that ranch has its level of service. Her job is when I eat food, that food gives me the nourishment to wake up all night long, to make sure that I can nourish an animal, to make sure that animal can nourish the child that comes that needs the extra experience in their world to be able to see that they could create a bigger and bigger picture for themselves. That's her why. And I'm just inviting you guys to find a why for you, that you fight for, that you will sleep in a barn for night after night after night to make sure that your level of service is out there. So I'm going to give you